Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is another live 11/11 reading session. If you're watching this after it's already been uploaded, I go live periodically, sometimes for free and sometimes I do charge 11/11 per question. And you can always catch me going live. I usually post about it a couple days in advance. I go live at least every couple weeks. And maybe there's a question here that someone asked that resonates with you, or maybe you're just interested to see me do readings, so feel free to watch. And I do want everyone who's here to know that I do have 7 spots left. So if you'd like to participate, you can send $11 plus 11 cents to this address. You type this in, paypal.me/rainbowharmony, and a prompt will come up to ask for your payment and your question. Only one question, you guys. You know, I do have readings that are as low as $33 or $22 up on my website. This is just a one question reading. If it's related to the same topic, then maybe you can squeeze another question in. For example, how do they feel about me? Are we gonna be together? That's okay. But if you ask, what's my life purpose? And then what's going on in my love life? That's a full reading. So just a quick question. And I'm very excited to read for you guys. I am on fire right now. I did some meditation. I've been doing a couple readings today for my other clients and I'm just in the flow. And so I hope you guys are ready for some Rainbow Harmony action here. And oh, Pseudo Elegance, what if you want a reading with John? Are you down, John? Just to answer somebody's question as part of this?
Tonight? No.
You can't?
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Pseudo Elegance, go ahead and email me at castleintheclouds01@gmail.com. And John has readings that are half off right now. So it might be 11/11 or like a little bit more than that.
No, it's half off.
It's half off, so how much would a reading with you be?
Basic one is 11.
Oh yeah, so John actually is selling an entire reading for 11/11. So Pseudo Elegance, email me at castleintheclouds01@gmail.com. We'll get you arranged for a reading with John, but not in this session, and you actually get a full reading with him. So that's a deal. Yeah, it turns out he's having a half off sale on his readings, so you can get a full-blown reading, not just one question. So that's really sweet that you want a reading with John. He's excited. Ooh, somebody's talking about a flat earth channel. Can you write that down? Martin Kenny. All right, Martin, I see your advertisement. You hacking the crowd? Okay. So, you right? I'm excited to get started, you guys. I'm just waiting for everyone to click in. I'm not doing as many readings as I usually do. I'm just doing like 10, maybe 12 readings this time. I told you guys I do this every 2 weeks and I've been working really hard. I still have other people's readings to do, so I just figured I'd do like a little mini session. Next week I'll probably go live for free too. So, Sarah, you are actually #1. So, we're gonna start with you in a minute. Just wanna say hi to everybody. Hi, Angel Eyes. Hi, Luda Muhammad. Hi, Elizabeth Aguilar. Hi, ZLLZ. Hi, it's K Royo. Sevens. Hi, Hollow Melina Queen. Spots are still open, you guys. So, let's start with Sarah's questions first. Hi, Namaste in Harmony. What's up, Anushka? Oh my gosh, Sarah Okur, you had a dream about this? Wow, that's so cool. You must have the gift of, hang on, astral projection, which is where you receive information in your dreams. You might have dreams of certain events happening. For instance, this is a really random one, but I had this dream that I was hanging out with this friend of mine, and she gave me this roller perfume, and I like rolled it on my tongue, and I was like eating it, and I woke up and I was like, that is the weirdest dream ever. But the next day this friend came over and she gave me a roller perfume as a gift, and I was like, what? Definitely not gonna roll this on my tongue. but it was awesome. So yeah, sometimes you can have weird dreams that kind of hint to like stuff that's going to happen in the future. I'm always really interested in people that have gifts like this. It happens to me every once in a while. Comment below, comment if you have dreams like that, like if you have prophetic dreams, just to like validate me and anyone else here who has that going on. Do you want to read me Sarah's question?
Kind of, I'm one of your close friends. Felt good at first and I'm feeling kind of uneasy about it. Kind of have some closure.
Okay. All right. So, Sarah, this is for you. So, you cut out like all your close friends, probably because you're like going through spiritual awakening. You were just, I kind of sense you were feeling on a higher frequency, maybe realizing some of these people didn't really serve your highest good. Maybe some of them had toxic or narcissistic or codependent tendencies, and you were just like, I need to just kind of walk away from these people. But now you're kind of feeling weird about it and wondering, did I make the right decision? Maybe you're kind of lonely and just like, crap, what did I do? So before I pull cards from you, I want to let you know I did exactly the same thing a couple years ago, right after my spiritual awakening. In my case, I realized that most of the friends I had were super toxic, and it just not really on my side, and I just felt like I needed to clear the slate. I was alone pretty much for about a year, but then I started meeting some really awesome people. Your vibe attracts your tribe, so sometimes when you rise in frequency, you aren't really a vibrational match to people in your life anymore. And so you do kind of have to clean house, but the great news is that like you make space to attract your soul family. Now, if you're doing something like this every year, every 6 months, or even every couple years, that could be a pattern, and you got to ask yourself, am I running away from connection or stuff like that? But if this is just one time this has happened and you felt the guidance to do that, I really would trust yourself. And that does happen sometimes in life where you just got to start over. But it can be really lonely. So let's pull you some cards and see what's going on here. What? That's crazy. Okay, you guys, spots are going fast. I have 3 spots left, just so everybody knows. Okay, so this is talking about some people that stabbed you in the back, and I kind of feel like people were talking about you behind your back. Some of your friends were like talking crap on you, or you realized like you felt like enticed to gossip about other friends, and you just felt like everyone wasn't being genuine and there was a lot of drama. Maybe some of these people like to go out and drink or party. I mean, nothing wrong with that in the right context, but like if that's the scene, that's all your friends are doing, they're not going anywhere. Like, I think you're just realizing like, yeah, I can't be around that. And maybe you feel bad, like you're being too judgmental, and you're starting to feel kind of like, nobody's perfect, and maybe I was just kind of being on a high horse or something. But you have to realize you become like the people that are around you. So it's in your best interest to surround yourself with the best people that you can. People have bad days. Sometimes people make bad choices. Sometimes you get into a little quarrel with your friend or a disagreement, but if your friends are always making bad choices, if they're not going anywhere with their lives, if they're constantly crying on your shoulder, but then when you try to go to them, they're nowhere to be found, if they're putting you down, if they're criticizing you, if they're gossiping, if they're acting jealous of you, then you got to check these people. And sometimes you don't realize it till after you're deep into the friendship, because some people will love bomb you and put on a mask and act like the best version of themselves. Then when you're like months into the relationship and with these people, they change. Okay? Oh, I'm full now? Okay. Wow, that was fast. Great. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. This is the jealousy card too. You are a light worker and you're an empath, and you glow and you glisten. You have really special talents and gifts, and you're magnetic to people. Sometimes people who have low self-esteem or who just haven't really grown into themselves will latch on to light workers because of the vibe and the energy that they carry, and they'll become jealous of them. They'll try to emulate them. They'll try to bring them down. And that's happened to me a lot on my path. It's probably happened to a lot of you guys who are listening right now. And it's hard because you become so emotionally invested in these people. and you give them everything you have, and like you don't want to put all your energy into something that just for it to just go nowhere. And so that's kind of the energy I'm feeling with some of these friends you had. Trust your heart. I think you're so kind that it's natural for you to want to help these people or to like see the best in them. But remember, people prove to you who they are through their actions. Some of these old friends of yours know how to say the right words, know how to play the victim. And I don't know if someone's come back in your life or who has messaged you, and you're kind of regretting like, crap, like I kind of just ditched them. I know there's a couple friends you ghosted, and sometimes that's what you have to do. Like sometimes it's better to just ghost the people, never talk to them again, and just move on with your life, because sometimes going and trying to explain to them, actually, I'm on a higher vibe now and I just feel like you're toxic, or that I don't like our interaction, or you said a lot of things that hurt me. Like sometimes that's no benefit. That's of no benefit, because if they're going to be like that, that's them. You don't have to judge them. Like maybe there's other people out there that will be a better match for them, and the universe is taking care of them. Doesn't mean you're better than them. It just means like this wasn't fitting with me in my life, and you don't owe anyone an explanation. And if anybody comes in your life and asks you, why aren't you friends with so-and-so anymore? You don't owe that person an explanation either. You can literally just say, that's not something I want to talk about. Or you can excuse yourself to go to the bathroom, or like write a text back or something, or change the subject. And you don't owe anyone an explanation for the choices that you make. You don't have to explain it to anybody. And I think that's the kind of stuff that keeps you up at night when you worry about like letting go of a friendship. Like there might have been some people that asked you about it and it's just so awkward, and you don't want to go around telling that story, you know? You just want to be like, none of your business. So I feel like you're learning a lot about boundaries right now. You're learning sometimes having boundaries to protect yourself means literally cutting certain people out of your life. Sometimes it means not talking about certain subjects with people, or changing the subject, or not going somewhere where that person's gonna be. And it's awkward for a while, and then life goes on. And as you get older, you realize there's so many people that leave your life. It was really hard for me in my early 20s, because that was like my first experience of people leaving my life. Like out of high school, some people left my life. That was hard, but it was like natural because life just kind of took us separate ways. And then like, you know, then you start realizing you have a choice in who your friends are. And sometimes you just attract people and you want to be nice to them. Before you know it, they're calling you and texting you all the time. And all of a sudden you get overwhelmed and you're like, this is not someone I want to be friends with. They're very toxic. So you just got to move on. You got to cut them out, however you do that, you know? And so it's hard, you know, you wonder like, did I do the right thing? Did I not? But the thing is the more you go through life, it's gonna happen again. This is probably gonna happen to you again with at least one or two other people. And that's hard, but sometimes people don't always show you their true colors right away. So what I want you to know is this is good practice. It's bound to happen again. Sorry to say that, maybe with just one person. Hopefully not, but what you've done is you've opened yourself up to people that you can be your true self with, that you can have fun with. The best kind of friends are people that are just down to be in the moment with you. People that just want to hang out and have fun and are interested in what you have to say. People that bring you on a high vibe. People you can be emotionally vulnerable with too is important. But with friendships, I think a lot of people treat their friends as like their therapists. Like I always encourage people, if you can, get a therapist, or find someone you can talk to that you can trust, or write in your journal. Find a way to express your emotions so when you go to your friends aren't like your dumping ground. You're not doing emotional drive-bys on your friends. You can just be with them and be in the moment. It's okay to cry on someone's shoulder. Tell someone you had a bad day. Be honest. Say, actually, I didn't have a good day, or actually, it's been a rough month for me or something. But most of the time with your friends, these are people that lift you up, that say, you know what, I believe in you. That when you have an idea, like, I think I'm gonna take yodeling classes, they're not like, why would you do that? They're like, awesome, get it, girl, like, try something new. That's cool, let me know if you ever perform, I'll show up and watch. Like, those are the kind of friends you want. And so You've created more space in your life for the universe to be able to bring some magic in. And the first card that came out for you was the reunion card. This is talking about soul family reunion. The way that I see this card is like every single tree here kind of represents all the new people that are coming into your life, like all the people you have yet to meet on your path. And you only have room for so many people and so much energy in your life and in your aura. So you've cleared the space. Anytime you remove something from your life or something's removed from you, the universe always replaces it with something equal or greater. And energy is transferred, you know? So this is about the promise of the future for you, that you will be really happy, you will be joyful, you will be in a group of friends, you will be supported. And right now, just focus on your work. That's what I did. When I didn't have friends, I was like, well, I can sit here and be depressed about it, which I did that for a little bit. Allow your emotions to flow through you, feel things, don't emotionally bypass or, you know, abandon yourself. But at a certain point, I decided my work's gonna be my best friend, my career's gonna be my best friend, and I just worked my ass off at my fashion brand, at my tarot, and that high vibe, that excitement of doing my passion is what attracted new friends to me, better friends. So in short, the answer is yes, stay on your path. I don't really see anyone that's of these people that are meant to come back in your life. Let me just pull a clarifier. Yeah. This is the bear. The bear stands for boundaries. Keep your boundaries up. Don't contact these people. Block them. Like, go further with your boundaries. You are in healing. You're in the healing process. And part of the healing process is like this bargaining stage where you're like, maybe I could just reapproach it. Or maybe if I just hung out with them every once in a while. But I think these people, you give them an inch, they take a mile. And I think that you don't want to allow these types of people access to your life anymore. There are better people out there, and it's just a new stage of your life, you know? New you, new friends, new everything. Embrace your new life. The new friends will come shortly. Let's pull a timeline for you. Ooh, I don't know if you're in a relationship or single, but I do see a relationship and love growing in your life romantically. About 6 months from now, you're gonna meet a new friend or have a new group of friends. There will be victory in this area. So it really does seem like everything that's happening in your life is very strategic right now. Your work and developing your skills should be your focus, and just take advantage of this time you have on your own, this time of solitude. You can get a lot done. You won't be alone forever. And if you ever feel alone, you can always come here to the Rainbow Harmony YouTube and write some comments or comment back on people, validate them, say something nice. Like, you know, I love this channel because everyone's so supportive and it's just like a community and we're all going through the same stuff, and everyone here will always be nice to you and you don't have to be alone. I'll see you later, okay? Thank you so much for your support. I hope that that helped you. So, who is next? All right, Corey, what's up? It's so great to hear from you again. I actually had a chance to peek in on your questions before this session and pulled you a couple cards. So the question was about financial planning or financial advisor, John?
And the guys said not to go through it, and she was...
Is it financial advisor or planning? Okay, so Corey, you are kind of studying to do financial planning and trying to get into that career and into that industry. And you're kind of feeling like your guides were telling you maybe you shouldn't, so you're a little bit confused. Well, you won't believe the cards I pulled for you. First of all, I see that you're in a transition, okay? This card has to do with the whole spiritual judge thing that you and I have been talking about in the readings. It's like you're on your way to becoming a spiritual judge, and like this is kind of your purpose, is to do some kind of spiritual work, and you know that in your heart. But to stay grounded about this whole thing, obviously you got to find a way to get there. And that's what this card's about. Like, how are you going to get there? The financial planning could be a good way to support yourself, to help you find that stability that you need, so that like part-time and on the side, you could work towards this other business of you doing the spiritual judge and doing the spiritual work. Because it isn't, you know, it's not going to, you want to allow this spiritual thing to have the chance to organically grow. I think we talked about that before. You want it to have an organic growth, and you don't want to go into it like worried about the money. You just want to like feel free to just give and to bless and to like grow everything, or if your social media or your clients, and like let it just happen in its own natural time. So you want to make sure that you are provided for and doing well, so that you're not worried about like how fast this whole thing takes off. So the message here is, yeah, this actually could be a good opportunity for you. I think in your heart, you know, it's not what you want to do overall. I really think what is going to satisfy you as far as your life path when it comes to your career is the spiritual work. But you got to figure out a way to get there. And so these cards, you know, you're thinking this is kind of boring. It's not really satisfying my soul. But trust in the great mystery. I do feel like this is a strong possibility for you. Trust your heart. It's up to you. If your guides are telling you no, then I would listen to yourself and to your guides. But what I'm seeing in the cards is that this is a possibility. Of course, there are other possibilities. You're in the right direction thinking about like a career or a training that's going to get you something that you're going to be stable with, so on the side you can develop your spiritual business. In the cards, it really is talking about you being some kind of consultant, having your own business. That is the future, but you got to find that stability for now. Financial planning could help you find that, and I see you're really well attuned for that. And furthermore, being around money and numbers is really going to help you, because in the future, when you're running your own business, a huge part of that is financial planning. And so this could actually help you figure out the finances for your business. And like being around finances is going to help you be more aware to how you're spending and like getting you to invest in your business more. So I do see the struggle though. Sometimes it's good to go through the struggle though. When you're in a job that you don't 100% like, that lights the fire under your butt to get you to work and hustle towards your dream. I was a swim teacher. You guys know the story. Could anyone finish this story in the comments? I'm just kidding. I was a swim teacher for 13 years, but I really wanted to be a fashion stylist. I loved kids. I was good with them. It was fun, but like, it wasn't a sustainable job. Swimming 7 hours a day, 6 hours a day is not sustainable, not healthy for my body. And so basically, that just pushed me to work harder to become a fashion stylist. Like when I wasn't at that job, even though I was exhausted, I was just emailing and writing and traveling to LA and just working, because I was like, I need to get out of this. It's not me. So I'm not saying you got to suffer to make this career, but something like financial planning could be good for you. You're practical, you are good with numbers. Don't be afraid that this is going to be your life forever. Take this opportunity, let it bless you, and use your gifts to get what you want. If you're gifted with numbers and finances and like helping others, great. Like, and you get to have that experience of like coaching people. You can take that experience and move it into your spiritual industry. Like the experience I had coaching students and teaching swim lessons and training other people how to be lifeguards and doing community CPR classes ultimately helped me to be able to coach in like a different way, more spiritually. And so I actually see how this is connected to your future, and it will help you with the money. So, but once again, this is not long term. This is not forever. So if you go into that with that mindset, with the plan, you can make this serve you. Okay, if it's not financial planning, it's going to be something else. So my advice for you would be to go back to the drawing board, write a couple more ideas for like something you can do that's like financial planning, to help you get your stability so that you can work towards the spiritual career. Okay. The cards are saying this could get you good money. It will help you transition. Might be a little boring, but it might be fun knowing that every dollar you make, every person you help is more support and more experience going towards your dream and your passion. It all depends on your perception and how you see it, okay? Overall advice is to trust yourself. I don't see this being a disaster. I don't see anything that's saying no. As far as the worst aspects, I do see you would be bored, kind of a struggle because ultimately this isn't your dream, but sometimes you have to think about right now, you know? So yeah, let's see, anything else? You do have a decision to make. It's yours. If you chose to stick with it, wouldn't be bad. If you chose something else, wouldn't be bad. But the choice is, the message is, you do have to do something. You do have to choose something, and don't delay. If you decide not to do this, figure out what you're going to do instead, because you need to figure out your stability. But you're going to do great. Your future is bright, abundant. You're and I just think it's going to work out so well. You're going to be a leader. This job is really good for you because you will be in a leadership position. So anything else that puts you into a leadership position is going to, where you're working with people or advising them, especially one-on-one, is going to be good for you. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and we're going to move on to the next person. Oh, okay. Anybody who sent in a payment after you saw this right here, we're gonna have to refund them. Sorry, guys. But my ratings on my promiseharmony.com, what is it? promiseharmony.com/services. If you go there, I've got a rating that's like $33. It's worth it. It's only $20 more, and you can always leave comments or email me and ask if like you want to see a specific pick a card reading done or something. So sorry you weren't able to make it to this live session, but I do have really affordable readings. I brought my prices down. I don't know if anybody noticed that. It used to be like $44 for a basic and $77 for an in-depth, but now it's $33 and $65. Because I've been owning it at getting everybody's readings done recently. Trying to keep my readings affordable, accessible. Or just do theirs. Whatever. Just do it. Just write them back. No more. Yeah. But theirs is cool. All right, who's next? Who's next, John? Elizabeth. All right, what's Elizabeth's question?
Does she know that it's her turn?
What's up, Elizabeth?
Living with my boyfriend and 2 daughters in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Back to California next summer after graduating with my bachelor's.
Okay.
I'm not sure when the best time to tell him. I'm afraid he'll kick us out of the house when we leave. I'm not trying to break up with him, but I feel like he's going to take it.
Okay, so Elizabeth, you're living with your boyfriend with your daughters in Texas, and you really want to move back to California after you get your bachelor's next summer. And you want to tell your boyfriend, but you're like worried, like, when do I tell him? And like, how do I do this? Because you're really worried that he's gonna take it the wrong way and think like you want to leave him or something, and you want to stay with him. So let's figure this out. Let's get you a timeline, and let's just help ease your mind here. See what's going on. Okay, so this says you're worried that this is going to cause a separation with you guys, but you really want to make the effort. This says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I also think this is a message about him. I'm getting this message to just, when you approach him, try not to make it like a big deal. Try not to be like, all right, sit down. I need to talk to you about something. Don't freak out, okay? Like, don't do it like that. Maybe do it when you guys are on a date and or out in nature, maybe not sitting at dinner, but when you're on a walk, somewhere out in nature, peaceful, or like at a picnic, and be talking about other stuff, and then just tell them, like, I want to talk to you about this dream, this awesome dream I have, and like, tell them how excited you are about it, and say, it's my dream to go to California after I get my bachelor's, and I just want to know, like, if we can brainstorm ways to make this work for us, because you're my priority. The children are my priority. I really feel connected with you. Like, you're part of my life, and I appreciate you. You know, butter him up a little bit. Tell him what, like, the things you like about him and what he's done for you in your life. Maybe he hasn't heard that in a while. And tell him that there's some opportunities for you in California, and you've had this vision of it for a long time, and then ask him how he feels about it. Say, of course, I want you to come. I want us to go together, all of us, and to try to make a life there. Like, what do you think about us taking this to like the next step and like making a move somewhere together? And, he might say he has to think about it or he has his reservations, and just affirm to him that like you really care about him, but you are also your priority, and you have to trust your heart and you have to follow your dream. And, if he's a more logical type of guy, you might have to do some research. You can tell him, I did a little bit of research while I was thinking about it, and I noticed that the job market that you're in actually has a lot of openings. Also, the thing about California is that I was just talking to this about with my husband today. A lot of millennials in California are like quitting their jobs, and a lot of people are moving out of California right now. So there's a lot of jobs there. So you can even tell him, like, bring him actual statistics and say, oh, I printed this out for you, just if you wanted to see some information on it. Like, have some hard evidence. I feel like this guy needs that. And just show him some positive evidence about the percentage of the employment rate there, how many jobs need to be filled and stuff like that. And tell him, just think about it. Like, we have this much time to research it. Let's just keep it on the table. Please don't write it off. If he says absolutely not, just be like, please don't write it off right away, because I just want us to think about this and have some time. And if you want to talk about it, let me know, and let's just see how it goes, I feel like you should talk about it more like it's an exciting opportunity, like it's your dream, and then obviously have some hard facts for him. And I think that's going to go well for you. I feel like he's very connected to Texas. That's what's hard. That. He has a life there, and I know that he's doing well. Maybe he's high up in his position at work, or he's like a trainer or a mentor, or he's in training or like something like that. It might be kind of a rough time, but I feel like if he's committed to you, and if there really is a good opportunity for you in California, you guys can make it work. I would not go if there's not like an opportunity, but to be honest, I do see an opportunity there for you. This is the generosity card. This is like abundance. This is like you guys will do well there. I see good vibes for you there for sure. It was funny because before I decided to move out of California and to go traveling the world with my husband, at his job, he was actually got a huge promotion and a huge raise, and he was in the middle of getting trained. And I told him, like, okay, like, we're leaving. We're going to go to Paris. We're going to travel the world. And he was like, what the heck? Like, I literally just got this raise, and he's going to have to quit literally in the middle of his training. And he'd already been training for weeks, and he got like a huge raise. And I was trying to convince him to just like take a risk with me and just do something different and to just leave all of it behind. And he had a really stable job. And so it was hard. But I had some hard evidence. I had some facts to show him. I was able to tell him about my dream and present it like it was an opportunity. It wasn't like I don't know. I didn't present it to him like it was like an ultimatum, and he had time to think about it, and eventually, obviously, he came with, and everything worked out. He's over here just laughing about it because it's still surreal thinking about it. And of course, his people he knew thought he was crazy, to do that, but whatever, So I feel like sometimes in life you just have to take a risk, and it really is all in the way that you present this to him. You really have to tell him this is an opportunity, this is a dream, this is fun, this is a change, like this is exciting, and do your homework. Figure out exactly what kind of job you want to get. Look at the companies you want to apply for. Like, do a little bit of homework for him. Don't go too behind his back to like figure the whole thing out, because he wants to be in charge of his life and his plans. But you can get a statistic about his career, his industry, or like the employment rate, or, find articles about the people that are leaving and all the jobs that have to be filled. And that'll help, So I feel like this is funny because there's like a snake, and it does kind of remind me of Texas. I feel like this is saying that this would get you out of a tough place. I think the vibe for you in Texas is just not your vibe. So let's pull some more cards about this. Synchronicity. I feel like there will be opportunities, there will be like signs and stuff that both of you guys can't ignore, that this is going to be worth it. And then just keep your integrity. I think this is saying like, you need to make it clear to him that this is a big deal to you, but also that like you respect him, you know? And then just surrender. At a certain point, you're going to have to tell him and just ask the universe, what will you have me do here? What's in alignment for me? What's my best decision? If he decides he doesn't want to go and that's a deal breaker, then you have to ask yourself, like, you know, should I follow my heart and go to California, even if it doesn't mean going with this guy, you know? And ask yourself how important it is to you. My advice is always choose yourself over a guy every time. But if this guy really loves you, he won't put you in that position, and he'll try to make it work with you. And I feel like you guys do have a really strong connection. And I feel like you just need to tell him it's more like an opportunity. It's more like an idea. You know, I don't think he's going to break up with you because you have an idea. And if he does, that's going to be whack. You know, you need to really, once, like I said, bring this up as soon as you can and just make it more like an opportunity. And just try to do it when he's in a good mood too. Yeah, and within a week, you need to bring this up. Because if, you know, at least within the next 2 weeks, and this is you talking about your dreams and all the opportunities that are out there for you. Look at this. You're showing him your dreams. You're being vulnerable with him and opening your heart to him. And so try to really be calm about it. If you need to cry or freak out about it or write in your journal about it before to get that out, go for it. Don't approach him expecting him to have a bad reaction. Expect the best, you know, expect that he'll hear you out. And this is going to be a true testament of his integrity and of the relationship. Can you tell this person your dreams, even if it affects their life? Can you be honest with them, you know, and just listen to what he has to say? He might be a little shocked or worried. That's normal. You've already had tons of time to go over the pros and cons. He hasn't. So just know he might be a little thrown off. He really kind of fears change a little bit. Some people do. But, you know, I think he might see the opportunity in this situation. There are a lot of opportunities. So follow your heart and know that you need to talk about this as soon as possible. But like I said, just repeating myself here, it's a dream, it's an idea, it's exciting, it's an opportunity. It's not like this big looming decision that is going to dictate the fate of your relationship. It doesn't have to be like that unless you decide it's going to be like that. You know, you're just starting to think about opportunities. You guys have a partnership and it's a strong relationship, and we keep getting this victory card, which makes me think this is actually going to go over really well. So I hope that this resonates with you. I'm sending you the best of luck and love and light, and you know, your dreams are worth fighting for. Thank you so much for your support. All right, who's next?
Byron.
Who?
Byron.
All right, Cat Byron.
Person with my energy, coming in my dreams.
Oh, okay. So there's this person that you're just trying to let go of, and they keep coming into your dreams, and they just keep coming up into your aura, and you're just like, why can't I let go of this person? So let's pull some cards. Okay, so I am seeing that there will not be a reconciliation with this person. You already know, don't give them a chance. They're more like a karmic relationship. But it's funny because I'm seeing this like heart-to-heart conversation, which is making me think about like the work you guys have been doing in 5D and in the dream state. I think there's just still a little bit of healing that has to happen between you and this person. That's probably why they're coming to you in your dreams. I have dreams all the time of people from my past coming back in my energy. And here's what I have to say about that kind of stuff is whatever's coming in your energy, just welcome it. You know, you might really be resisting this, trying to push it away, saying, I let you go, I cut the cord. But if more healing needs to be done, this will continue to come in your life. So, and also if you still kind of have feelings for this person, or if you feel like you're not ready to let them go, then don't. I always tell people, you know what? If it's more painful and more difficult for you to let the person go, then don't, and just keep working with that energy and follow that. And when you're ready, you'll be able to let it go. So that's my answer for you, is when your heart is ready to let this go, you won't have these dreams anymore. Also, there's somebody new that's coming in. Hang on. Yeah, there's a new relationship that's coming into your life. Maybe it has already, but it's really close to you. And I think once you connect with this person, this energy is going to go away. And that happens a lot. I talk to a lot of people that are like really stuck on their ex. They just can't get over them. They're working through it. I'm doing readings for them. And then a couple months, couple years down the road, they meet somebody new and they're just like, they don't remember their ex. And I'm like, how's the thing going with your ex? And they're like, what? Oh yeah, I like met somebody new. I'm like, we're doing great. And they want to talk about that. And are we going to get married? And it's like their ex never existed. And I'm like, wait, but like, what happened? I'm like, great, I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's just the way it is, you know, like, you're going to freak out about this person until the next person comes in. Sometimes that's just the way it is. You guys had a very codependent relationship, so they kind of messed with your head a little bit. Maybe they were narcissistic or kind of abusive or manipulative, toxic in some kind of way. Maybe you're remembering things they said to you that like you didn't like, or that were kind of like mean about yourself, or maybe they like put you down or made you feel like inferior about your ideas or your dreams or something. And so maybe this pops in your mind and it's just like talking to you sometimes and you're just like, shut up. So I feel like the message here is to keep working with this energy. Maybe you need to consider doing some cord cutting. Maybe it's time to like actually face this person. So there's two ways you can do it depending on like your personality type. The first way is to sit down and write a letter to this person. You're not going to send it. You're not going to send it, okay? You're going to write it down on a piece of paper, and you're going to write the letter, and you're going to say everything that you feel. Even if you're angry and you want to cuss them out, even if you're sad, like literally everything you wish you could say to them. Then you're going to take that letter and you're going to burn it. Or you're going to rip it up into a million pieces and like put some water on it and like wad it up in a ball or something and then just put it in the trash. Preferably in biodegradable paper, recycled paper. Another way that you can do it is if you're feeling lazy, you can write a note in your phone to them and then delete it. Once again, don't send it. Or you can just write their name on a piece of toilet paper with a Sharpie and flush it down the toilet. My favorite way is to put on some music, relax, and imagine myself walking along a beach or in a forest or in the snow, like, you know, somewhere in nature that makes me feel really safe. And I'll imagine my spirit guides or spirit animals or my angels around me, protecting me, keeping me safe. And then I imagine this person walking towards me, and I imagine that they're going to listen, that they're not going to say a word, that they're not going to react, and they're actually going to listen. And in this meditation or in my imagination, I'll speak what I need to say to them, and I'll go off on them or whatever, same kind of thing like in the letter, and I'll imagine myself cutting the energetic cord that connects me to them. I usually imagine this cord kind of going from my chest or my stomach to theirs. And then I imagine like Archangel Michael with his sword of light, or sometimes just myself just untangling and cutting all the cords, all the webs, and all the chains that are connecting me to this person's, you know, any lower negative or unwanted energies or memories that are connected between me and this person. I let it go. And repeat this as many times as you need to. You know, there's been certain people I've been doing these cord cuttings on for like a while, like every couple of weeks, every couple of months, it's popping up, and I'll face it. I'll like kind of like feel it out. You know, you don't want to abandon yourself or like spiritually bypass anything away. You want to confront it, but then I'll take care of it, you know, through the letter, just whatever I need to do. Just be like, you know what, out of my life. And if they keep coming up, keep working with it. Whatever's coming into your energy, that's what you're to work with. This person is like spiritual teaching for you. Find a way to make this serve you instead of just being like, oh, like get out, get away. Like maybe you never got to express yourself to this person. Maybe you never really got to say how you felt and you can't in real life. So work with the energy by the letters or by the meditation, and this will transform your life. Also, as a bonus, this is talking about cord cutting, by the way. As a bonus, this type of exercise, this type of healing will also get you more money. So if you need more money, this is a good exercise to try as well. Anyone who's listening and struggling with money or finances or abundance or work, doing this type of work on anybody who's hurt you or bullied you or like abused you or like your parents or old friends or whatever, exes, the letters, the toilet paper flushing thing or the meditation will help you, and here's why. This energy is connected to your root chakra, which stores your traumas, which stores the times people have abused you, which stores your childhood memories and exes or people you want to let go of. Your root chakra stores that. So when you do these types of exercises, it clears your root chakra, and your root chakra is also the center that's connected to your finances, your abundance, feeling grounded, feeling stable and secure and wealthy. So I did all these healings myself, had a lot of this going on in my life, and it really helped my finances. It was crazy. It wasn't until later that I realized why my finances improved, because I had been doing all this spiritual work. And so you can't lose with that. You know, it'll help you. You get some money. What's to hate about that? So don't run from it. Go into it, embrace it, and someone else is coming into your life shortly anyways. You'll be over it soon, okay? I'm sending you so much love and light. I know how hard this can be. I think you're gonna do great, and it's teaching you how to kind of work with this energy. So yeah, I'll see you later. Peace out. So who's next?
The username. It's Caro.
Okay, so it's Caro Yao.
Still on about the relationship with the body.
Oh, okay.
Healing since 14 years old.
Okay, so I got it.
How do I start self-love journey, healthy body?
Okay, so it's Carol Yao. I love your question. I feel like there might be some other people that are listening that need help with this too. So you really want to find, like, how can you have a healthy relationship with your body, your physical body, and also self-love. So, you know, self-love, self-care. And as a backstory, you know, you had a father that was like abusive to you and said really mean things to you. So you grew up just not feeling comfortable in your own skin, maybe even feeling like you're ugly or your body's sinful or like not comfortable with your sexuality because of it, and just all these things. I know how exactly how that is. I had something similar happen to me as I was growing up, and I hated my body for so long, and especially working in the fashion industry and seeing like one type of body being portrayed and then like being a curvy girl was really hard for me, and I've been on this journey my whole life too, and I'm still working on it. I even used to struggle with eating disorders, so I feel you. I kind of feel where you're at, and I want to talk about some stuff that's helped me and also pull you some cards. So first, some of the stuff that helped me. Beauty does come from the inside out, and it really is about like what you affirm to yourself, and your self-talk really helps. All right, so I'll discuss with you how to do that in a minute. Also though, how you're taking care of yourself and how you're presenting yourself on the outside is really important too. And I feel like not a lot of people talk about this in the spiritual community because they're like, oh, just go vegan and no makeup and just learn to love how you look without makeup and just learn to be comfortable with your body as it is. But I actually felt that's true. It's important to be able to look in the mirror without makeup, take good care of your body and stuff. But I actually found that the right kind of makeup, the right kind of clothes, the right kind of colors, getting my nails done, getting regular haircuts, getting facials, like doing all those things really helped me feel more confident on the inside and look awesome on the outside. So here's what I would recommend to you. Taking the next 6 months, maybe even the next year, just like 2019 is your year of beauty, to give yourself a makeover. It starts with being like, I'm worthy to invest in myself and in the way I look. It's not about being fake. It's not about piling on all the makeup. It's not about making yourself look unrecognizable. It's just about bringing out your natural beauty. So I would suggest, if you need to get another job or take on extra hours, go for it. It's worth it. And find a way to save some money, like a couple $100 or like a little bit of money every month, and like budget for like your aesthetic. Like, don't go out to eat anymore and save money by going to the grocery store and just eating really healthy food, tons of fruits and vegetables, smoothies and whatnot. You know, eat enough. Sometimes we're gaining weight or feeling sluggish because we're only eating one meal a day or we're starving ourselves. And so like, eat little meals throughout the day. Don't be afraid to feed yourself. Like, it helps your metabolism go faster. You know, limit the carbohydrates, have some rice and stuff like that. But like, you know, be careful with meat. Eat tons of vegetables and greens, raw foods, lots and lots of water. You'll see a difference. A little bit of exercise goes a long way. Don't be intimidated like you got to spend hours at the gym. Just 20 minutes a day. I love this website called Fitness Blender. I haven't been doing it lately, so not the best role model for this, but 20 minutes a day of Fitness Blender will get you ripped and like looking amazing, and like will lift and tone everything, and it makes you feel great. You can also just do yoga. Like, I remember I was like stuck at this plateau and I started doing yoga, and like I started losing a lot of weight because yoga actually helps regulate your energy flow. And so it actually like gets your body to be in a good energy to like manage your weight, whether you want to gain weight or lose weight or whatever it is. That will help you too. And like, even just a workout or two, you'll look in the mirror and you'll already like feel better and look better, even if like there's technically no results. It really is about like how you feel on the inside. So next thing, going on little walks will help you too, and going out into nature. You'll look beautiful going out in nature more because you're absorbing, first of all, you're getting some sunshine. It is good to get sunshine. If you need to bring an umbrella or something, you can, but like, take it off and like let yourself just get 5 minutes or 2 minutes of just sunshine and just soak it up. Even if it's 2 minutes, you know, a little bit helps, just a little bit of sun, just to get a little sun kiss. 2 to 5 minutes will help you. I also see like being out in nature helps you absorb like the beautiful energy and like feel like a goddess, and like you'll just look more beautiful. You'll literally see a difference in the mirror just from going out in nature like once or twice a week. So it's like your little beautification time and time to connect with spirit. And while you're on, you can even do meditative walks where you're just like feeling like a nature goddess, imagining yourself like Snow White or something with all these birds trailing you, and just like walk around, and maybe if no one's around, just like dance a little bit and just kind of like flow your arms and just like try to feel like a goddess and just go on like a goddess walk, you know? Kind of trick your mind into feeling like you're beautiful and you're a creature of the earth and you're part of the universe's creation, and like that'll make you feel great in your body. Next, YouTube has some amazing makeup tutorials. Look up natural makeup tutorials and just find one that you really like and invest in some good beauty products. If you want to do natural, I love Bite Cosmetics. They sell at Sephora. I love 100% Pure. I love RMS Beauty. I love chemical-free natural makeup, but I also love other stuff. I love Dior has this thing called Dior Serum Foundation, which is like a serum for your skin, but it has like a light color in it. And so it like makes your skin look amazing, and it's like natural. So you want to get that good natural look going on so that you can like really embrace your beauty. Next is eyebrows. Eyebrows are so important. Do tutorials on how to do your eyebrows. Maybe even think about getting your eyebrows microbladed or something. That will just like change everything. Eyebrows are everything, and if you take good care of your eyebrows, they frame your face. It's everything. Sometimes you might want to think about like natural eyelash extensions or something like that if you really want to go for it. Maybe if you've always wanted long hair, get hair extensions. If you've never tried cutting your hair short, cut it a little shorter. Maybe try to dye it. Like, try a little something different, but once again, accentuate your natural beauty. When it comes to buying new clothes, first focus on loungewear and clothes that you wear around your house, because when you're walking around your house, like, you want to feel confident, you want to look sexy, you want to look comfortable, like, you want to look in the mirror and be like, there she is, you know? So I found that, yeah, it's one thing to get outfits where you can like go out and like show off your look, but most of the time you're at home. So if you're just changed into your sweats and your bum clothes, you're gonna feel like a bum and feel awful. So don't be afraid to like get some nice, like cute, like gym clothes or loungewear. My favorite is Alo Yoga, and they do international shipping. They also have Afterpay. It's really freaking expensive. I'm wearing Alo Yoga right now, actually. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys. Hang on. I'm wearing Alo right now, head to toe. It's comfortable and I love it, and their clothes last so long. I don't have a ton of clothes because I'm traveling, but just a couple pieces are better than having a whole closet full of clothes that make you feel like crap. Bring color into your wardrobe. I love black. It helps protect me when I'm doing readings, but find out what your colors are. Like, do one of those online, like, what are your colors test? Like, they can tell you what colors are going to look best on you and are going to bring out your natural beauty, and try to dress in the colors that bring out your best. I find that like a soft pink looks good on a lot of people, but if you're not a pink person, don't worry about it. Just a couple more things. Getting facials. I got a facial like last week and it has changed my life, and I'm just like, why haven't I been doing this? Like, it makes your face look better and you feel great for like a week after. My face still feels so soft. Invest in skincare products. Yeah, you're gonna have to buy a lot of stuff probably. So that's why I'm saying get another job, or like find ways to save by like not going out to eat, and just make this year about investing in yourself. And pretty soon, like, you'll have all the things you need. Sometimes just a couple beauty products, like a little foundation. You can get like one of those lip to cheek blushes. Like, Chanel has a lip to cheek blush that's like really nice and like makes you feel luxurious, that you can use. And just a couple products. You don't need to go crazy and bust the bank, you know, just a little bit here or there. And start getting into a little routine, like a skincare routine for the day and for the night, and you're worth it. That's what I had to realize. I used to not buy stuff for my skincare. I only got haircuts like twice a year, and I just kind of was hiding from life. And like lately, I've been starting to really pamper myself and really take care of myself. And even John does it too. Like, we put on face masks together and like, I don't know, sometimes he'll do my nighttime skincare routine with me. And like, I even see on him how it makes him feel better about himself and like more confident. So yes, beauty comes from the inside out, but like, you also deserve and you're worthy enough to take good care of yourself and to invest in yourself, because how you feel is very important. Whatever you need to do to make yourself feel good. It's all about balance. Sometimes people go crazy with the surgeries and the Botox. Sometimes people go crazy with dyeing their hair all the time and like buying all the clothes and like lots of fake everything. I'm not talking about going that far, spending tons of money on skincare, on toxic products that just are bad for you and the environment. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like the happy medium, the balance of good self-care. Like, even the ancient Egyptian women would go down to the creek and they get rose quartz and they rub it on their face and they do kohl eyeliner. And like, going back to the ancient tribes, there was people who would braid your hair and like put, stuff on your face and like, do makeup on you, and like every day you would express yourself differently through your makeup and hair. So this has been happening since the dawn of time. Embrace your inner goddess, embrace who you are. Also, affirmations. John, can you drop the link to Jason Stevenson's I Am Beautiful affirmations? Do these affirmations every single day, okay? And then mirror work. Get a bikini, get some lingerie, look in the mirror, and dance and every single day until you aren't crying anymore and you start feeling better about yourself. At some point, you just gotta face the mirror and just be like, that's me, and accept it. And start telling yourself, I'm fucking gorgeous. So anyways, I know I just went on a tangent, but I hope that helped you. You're worthy to take care of yourself. You deserve to take care of yourself and do the inner work, of course, but the outer work helps. It all goes together. So I hope that this resonated with you. Thank you. All right, who's next? All right, Hannah, what's up?
Will there be any love coming into my life? I've been feeling very lonely and left out because everyone around me seems to have found lovely relationships and I just keep getting played.
Aw. So Hannah, you're just like, when am I gonna like connect with someone? Is someone coming to my life? It's like everyone has a relationship now, and you just feel like you're being played by people, and you're like, when is this gonna happen? Well, a lot of people have recently connected in love because like January, February, these 2 months are like a huge love vortex. And so it's easy to feel left out when everyone's in love and all your people are meeting new boyfriends and you're just like, what the heck? Why not me? So let's just see where you're at. There's another huge love portal that's opening at the end of July and August. And I have like an intuition you might be in that group, but everyone's on their own timeline. It could really happen anytime, but I just know this year, after doing the yearly reading, January, February are huge for love. End of July, August, early September, huge for love. So let's just see what's up here. Okay. Yeah, you're over this. You don't want to be in a codependent relationship anymore. I feel like you really want to connect with somebody who wants to be with you, who like pursues you, who's into you, not just because they want to get some, or they're bored and they want a girlfriend, or like they're insecure, or they want a mommy to take care of them, or whatever. Like you want the real thing. Like you want the real thing. And so I also kind of feel like that's why you have to hold out a little bit. There's a message coming out not to lower your standards. You don't have to lower your standards. Like the person you imagine being with is out there. And like there's a strong message that like, yeah, you were supposed to release some of these people that we felt like were players. And you've done a lot of work on cutting those cords and like healing with those people. So your energy's open. Yeah, this is saying flirt. Don't be afraid to flirt. And remember, you get to control the pace of a relationship. You know, you get to have boundaries with people that you're getting to know. And now that you've experienced a couple players, you know what that looks like. Your gut intuition is strong and is attuned to that funky vibration in the sense that like you're gonna recognize it from a mile away. Unfortunately, players are gonna play and players will continue to hit on you, but you will know who to let in your life and who not. And so just keep that in mind. I still get hit on by players sometimes, and I'm married, so, you know, it sucks. What you really want is passion. You're lonely and you want that connection, and you don't want to have to settle and get that from someone you just feel like you're not connected with. And so I do see somebody new is coming in your life. It's not someone you've known before. Someone completely new. The past is over. And this says you are doing a really good job respecting yourself and loving yourself, and you've learned so much on this journey. I do kind of get the sense that your energy is clear to help point you in the direction of your finances and career, to work towards getting this area of your life really stable and to start thinking about your passions. I think you're kind of young. You're still establishing yourself, but at the same time, I feel like you have a specific dream you'd like to see realized, and it's never too early or too late to start on this dream. So maybe you can start with making some kind of vision board, or writing down a list of goals, and like kind of make that your focus for a little while, because I feel like your vibration will raise once you're doing that, and will help open your energy up to receive something new. So you kind of have to start down a new path in your life to attract this new energy, if that makes sense. And this area of your life is like kind of highlighted. It's kind of like standing out to me. So remember that like attracts like. Love and like true love and romance is that energy of like fun and like spontaneousness and bliss, and it's like a youthful energy and it's a passionate energy. So how can you create that energy in your life outside of a relationship? Well, the answer is to romance yourself. Move towards your passions, try something spontaneous, like change your path a little bit. That is going to help attract that kind of energy into your life. So this is kind of like working with the law of attraction here. So I hope that makes sense. That's kind of what you can do to help spark this energy into your life. There is a little bit of action that's being required of you. And so this is saying continue to pay attention to the red flags with the players. Players are going to play. Allow the situation to happen naturally, move on your new path, and let go of control and know this person's going to come in. Have fun with yourself. This is saying this person's worth waiting for. They are someone you're going to have an instant connection with, and you will recognize them. They're going to be very charming. They're going to be very well spoken. You might be worried at first because you're like, is this another player? But you're going to recognize from your first conversation how genuinely empathetic this person is, and you'll know because they're going to be asking you a lot of questions about yourself, and they're going to be listening to you. They're not going to be wanting to talk about themselves and trying to prove themselves to you and like kind of like narcissistic in that sense. They're genuinely going to be interested in you, and they're going to want to pick your brain, and they're going to listen. It's going to make you feel great, and it's a very honest energy. So search for that person who's honest and who's a good listener, and that's the person. This is talking about separating yourself from any of those players, just making sure they don't have access to you and they're 100% out of your life. This is somebody completely new. You need to keep your aura and your vibe open to receive this new person. But yeah, it's going to be very soon. This very soon card usually means within the next 3 to 6 months. If it doesn't happen by the end of July, I really feel like that's when it's going to happen for you. There is a strong energy around July. And so it could be sooner than that because we do see this very soon card. So just stay open. Let's pull a couple more cards about this. Time to just like rejuvenate yourself and take a break from dating for a little while. Just allow this person to find you. And yeah, there's a strong message about changing your path. So I hope that that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. So you guys, we're gonna go ahead and take like a 5-minute break just so I can get some water and meditate and make sure that my energy is still like fresh for the rest of you guys. How many people do we have left? Okay, we've only got 8 people left, you guys. So thanks for hanging in here. I took less questions this time, or less people, because I wanted to make sure I could do like a little bit more for those of you guys who are participating. So we're gonna have 8 people left when I come back. Yours should be coming up really soon. And just look for part 2 of this video. It's gonna pop up in about 5 minutes, okay? Just gonna go clear my energy